Welcome to the final part of coloring your quilts, part 4. Who doesn't like to play with crayons? I do.
This is another way to color things for your quilts. And this is a great project for those grandmas who want to have something to do with their grandkids. And thinking back to my memory days of the big coloring book and the big box of crayons, I still love to color. I always keep them here for the grandkids. You don't have to have special crayons. All you need is somebody that likes to color. So on this one, again, I cheated and used the embroidery machine. I still have the stabilizer on the back, and that's helpful again because you want something smooth. Now, if you don't want to embroider something or you don't want to stitch it out, you can actually use a Pigma pen and trace a design or trace a bunch of designs and let the grandkids just have a ball. When it's all done, you can put it together and you'll have a treasured quilt that you can share with your grandkids every time they come to visit you. So here we go. Let's start out with, I'm actually looking for gold, and this is our goldenrod, so we'll start out with this, and we're just going to color him in. Again, this helps your grandkids because in this case with the stitching line, it helps to make them stay in the lines because the stitching kind of prevents you from going out of the lines. Now, if you want to teach them a little something about shading and being a little artist, if they're a little bit older and they think that just coloring is kind of boring, we can show them the greater art of shading as well. So we've got Winnie the Pooh all colored in, and that's normally how a young child would do it. But it's cute, and they can even write their name on it. But let's say they want to be a little bit more mature. So we're going to shade this, and we're going to put a little darker color in any place that you think there would be a shadow. We'll just put a little darker color there, down the arm, around that big belly of his. And you want to go the way the belly curves to show how round it is. And a little bit on the legs, especially up here in the top and around the bottom, coloring the bottom soles with a darker color. Now we're ready to start with this ear here would be a little darker because it would be in the shadow. Now we're ready to do a shirt, and I believe Winnie the Pooh has a red shirt, but this box of crayons that I have doesn't have a red in it. They're all called berries of some kind. I guess they just don't have red and blue like we used to have growing up. But we'll just give him a pink shirt because, well, maybe he's a girl. Maybe he's not a he. And again, we can do the shading. And we'll leave the collar on there white, make him look a little preppy. Now, if they wanted to go a little further, they could color in all the feathers along Winnie the Pooh. We have a crayon here that's called Robin's Egg Blue, so let's see what this looks like. And you could color that in dark, like that, or they can color it in very light. You can alternate between dark and light. This would be just a great rainy day project to do with the grandkids. Or they could make every feather a different color. Now when you're all done, what you want to do is heat set it. and I'll be back in a moment with the iron and show you how that's done. Okay, we're on to Winnie the Pooh. We're going to get him ready to make sure that the crayon doesn't come out of the cloth. We're going to put a layer of paper towels down on top of him. In fact, just to be on the safe side, we're going to put 2 layers of paper towels on top of him. We're going to take our iron, and it's as hot as you can make it for the fabric that you colored on. In this case, I have it set on cotton. And I'm going to hold the iron over top, just like this. I'm not sliding it, I'm just basically holding it over top. We're going to lift that up, and as you can see, we have some wax there. So let's try this again. We'll put this paper towel on top and put the clean one on the bottom. And let's press again. It's funny how you have to go to all these measures, because if your kids got crayons on their clothes and you threw it in the washer, you can bet it's not going to come out. But we have to go through all these measures just to be on the safe side. Now we're going to lift it up again. And you're going to keep repeating that until there's no crayon left on the paper towel. Now this one came out clean, so we're good to go.
For more quilting fun, join us at Sit Down Free Motion Quilters on Facebook. We'd love to see you there. Once again, our time together has come to a close. I hope you've enjoyed this series of coloring your quilt. I've had fun bringing it to you. Until next time, goodbye. That's all, folks.